All right, my name is Adam. I am elder brother to Stuart. Stuart, August, Kyle. Yeah, make it quick though. Yeah, you can say something.
Okay. This is totally not planned, I swear. Okay, my name's Adam too. This is brother Adam, and I'm friend Adam, cousin-in-law Adam. But okay, I thought it'd be funny if I told a story. The first time I met Stu, and I've known him for a long time, like fifth grade. Fifth grade. Okay, let's go with third grade, fourth grade. It's in between. Okay, so we're at VBS. This is the first time I meet Stu, and I'm sitting in the pew. We're just hanging out there, and this stranger comes up and sits next to me and starts talking to me. This kid has no fear in him. He just talks to a stranger. It's this guy right here. So the first thing he says to me, very important. First words are very important. When talking in relationship with people. Hi, my name. So okay, the first thing he says to me is, "Hi, my name is Stu, and my phone number is Rub Phil." And I was a little taken back by this, because I didn't know what he meant. And he goes, "The numbers." He goes, "If you look at the numbers on the phone, if you type in RUBPHIL, it spells Rub Phil, and that's my phone number." So he says, "So if you ever need to get hold of me, just Rub Phil." That's it.
Okay, I also want to tell a quick story. My name's Chad, by the way. Adam and Stu, this is Adam and Stu, they came up, visited me in Traverse City one time, and we decided to take a trip up to Canada. And we're like, we're a few hours away, I want to take a trip up to Canada one day. So, we spent some time in Canada doing some shopping and what have you. Coming back, going through the border was easy. Coming back was a different story. I think it was about 10 o'clock. We had to get back. We had service the next morning. And the guy asked us at the border, he goes, "So what do you guys been doing over there?" And Stu's like, we were doing some, you got pictures of Stu saying this. We were doing some shopping and went to the mall, and what'd you guys buy over there? We got some clothes and some stuff. Stuff. And he's like, "Pull right over there." So we pull into the whitest garage you have ever seen. We're looking around, we're like, my goodness. So if you just picture Stu and I just standing there like, what is going on? So they asked us to get out of the car, and this officer walks around, he's tapping like all the sides of the car, just checking for anything. And asked us if we had any guns or anything like that. And we're like, no, we don't have anything like that. And so we're standing there, and they're like so serious. We're freaking out right now. And I look over at Stu and I went, "Dude, don't you have a BB gun in the trunk?" And he goes, "Oh, does a BB gun count as a gun?" And he's like, Ken, he's yelling at this officer to stop him because he's gonna turn and like pull something on us. So they stop and they're like, "I'm glad you told us, because we would have put you guys up against the wall." But like, that's my short story, and it was hilarious. But anyways.
So this was my whole life. This moment right here. I always just do it, get married first. It's just the way human nature works, I guess. So I live in New York, and I'm in my last year of college, and I'm doing like a lot of research and studying, and I found that it's helpful if you look at the past to kind of analyze the present. So I have been looking for quotes and for maybe like some allegories to tell that would help Stu and Megan on their venture, on their road path. And I couldn't find anything. I read some of St. Augustine's Confessions, some C.S. Lewis, some Churchill. I read some speeches JFK even gave. Just if there was any type of energy. There was nothing. But yesterday it came to me when Megan and Stu, we were talking at the rehearsal dinner, and they're going to Pigeon Forge for their honeymoon. And I was like, we're real excited to go to Dollywood. And I was like, Dolly Parton, what could she say? And she said, "If you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain." And I think that is very, very helpful in any type of marriage. Stu and I have been brothers as long as I can remember. And Stu is honestly one of the most talented individuals I've ever met. He can do anything. We went golfing here 2 days ago, and there's a 400-yard drive landed at 3 feet from the pin, and I was like, what in God's green earth have you done with your life? You can golf? But there are Stu's, video cameraman, he's a manager at Tire Store, he can do anything on a car pretty much. The kid's talented, but there are some things that you may not know about Stu. Stu had a mean streak to him in elementary school and junior high. I remember I was playing kickball in Dearborn, Michigan, Dearborn Heights, and I had this awesome kick. Like, this ball just flew, and everybody just stopped and was looking at the other side of the playground. And there's this pile of people. So naturally, elementary school students are going to run to the pile. And in the middle of this pile is Stu. He gets this look on his face before he just demolishes someone. It's like his eyes kind of twitch. And Stu, there's this kid like 4 feet taller than Stu. That might be an exaggeration, but you go with it. Wider, like 3 years older, and Stu just on top of him in this pile, just hitting him. And it was at that moment I learned never to mess with my younger brother. And he went 24-0 in elementary school, and there's about 22 of those fights Mom and Dad don't know about. But Stu also had a little bit of thievery in him growing up. We would go to Chuck E. Cheese, and my enjoyment of Chuck E. Cheese was sitting and watching those, like, it's pretty terrifying to think about now, but those guys that would kind of like rock back and forth and not just barely make any noise. Explains a lot about our culture, I think, today. But Stu would go, like, Stu couldn't wait for the pizza, so he would walk around and, like, if someone's left their pizza, he'd grab pepperoni and put it in his mouth and keep walking from people's tables. Also, there were times when we were at Kmart, and we got home and Stu goes, "Hey Adam, I got you something." And I said, "You got me something?" He goes, "Yeah, dude, I got you something." Like, real cool. I don't know what he watched. We could probably figure out the password to the cable. He was watching MTV or something. And Stu's like pulls out like an elf doll. You know this elf, the guy with the long nose? He goes, "Here, man, it's for you." Like, "Where'd you get that?" He's like, "I found it." And I said, "Thanks, Stu." And then obviously I told my mom, because that's what I did. I couldn't fight him. I couldn't take him. What am I going to do? I'm going to tell on him. It's human nature. In all seriousness, though, there's one last story that can tie this whole thing together with Stu's aggression and kind of point it towards their life. Pretty much, this one time we were playing football in the backyard, and there's this kid, we just didn't like each other. He was 3 years older than me, and he was bigger than me, and he could kill me, pretty much. If you see a trend here, I can pretty much get my butt kicked pretty easily. And I would talk a lot, and I was just talking with him, and he was like, "Dude, if you touch me one time, I'm going to kill you." So naturally, I just touched him on the nose. And as this kid wound up, I'm like, this is it. Stu comes out of nowhere. Boom! Just tackles this kid to the ground. They start fighting. I just jumped on top, and we thought we were going to get there. But if there's one thing I know about Stu is he is faithful. He is the most faithful individual I've ever come across before. We could be in the biggest fight. I could say the meanest things to him. 3 seconds later, I'm like, "Dude, so seriously, I need you. I got a thing I need you to do with me. We gotta go." And he's like, "I'm down. Let's go." And I know that Megan, in your guys' marriage, he will be faithful to you, no matter what. And he will love you, and he will encourage you, and he will lift you. And that is my prayer for you both. So you got a great guy here, Stu. You got an even better woman. Because as the wise man once said, not Dolly Parton, maybe Jim Carrey, he said, "Behind every great man, there's a woman rolling her eyes." So, this is a toast. This is a toast to Stu and Megan. May their love go on forever. I love you guys.
Oh.